What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Project Orion. Let me adjust my mic. Welcome back, and before we start, congratulations, Optic, on winning back-to-back. They won DreamHack, and Roster Mania, fucking Mania. It's been insane. So, I don't know if I talked about it last episode or not. SSG team is no. They're done. So there was some problems. So this team, the Lucid Snakebite Stellar Eco roster, is no more. So there was, of course, some rumblings before the event that if they didn't place well, they would have not stuck together. And, well, they didn't stick together. And Stellar, for some time, has made some comments here and there. And it, of course, was kind of loosely towards Lucid. Now, to be fair, I don't think anybody on Space Station was playing amazing so far. Now, to be fair, I do think the team's fault wasn't exactly Snakebite's fault. I think he was more of just kind of caught in the middle of it. Because I know Stellar was making comments like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Just like little digs towards, mostly I think towards Lucid. It was kind of given. But, yes, this team, we will get to this. More specifically about a certain former Complexity player. But that's a little bit later down the line when we get to that shit. Now, Space Station split up. Lucid and Snakebite are going to FaZe. Now, if you know FaZe, where's Grand Finals? This winner's Grand Finals. FaZe made it. FaZe beat TSM to go to the Grand Finals. Space Station, Shopify had a slight downturn. They weren't bad, but shit happens. Nemesis looked pretty decent, of course. Gen G was very Gen G. Cloud9 was very fucking Cloud9, which, if you know, not fucking great. Which, roster moves with them, roster stuff with Complexity, roster with fucking damn near everybody. Even some EU roster mania, maybe. It hasn't been confirmed, but might be. So, pools pretty much went as normal. Like, Omit did meh. They really weren't amazing. Like, they beat Mindfreak once. But, the big thing, I waited to do this episode because I wanted to see what a lot of the roster stuff was going to be. And also found out, Avisi, how do you actually say it, is Avusi? On APG Scream yesterday, he said it is pronounced Avusi, even though he doesn't mind people saying Avisi. But, yes. I could just get, you know what? Okay, so after the event, of course, the Space Station shit happens. And then there's stuff that happens with FaZe. So FaZe, if you didn't know, made the Grand Finals. They played Optic. Kind of got shit stomped. Which sucks. Because Optic is, well, it's Optic. It's really hard to take. Like, they took one map. Like, out of 8 maps. They played a total of 9 games. They lost 8 of them. Sucks. But it was promising. This FaZe team is good enough to make a Grand Finals. They're clearly good enough to beat Shopify, who on paper, and what we saw from Arlington, were, and I still kind of think they are, the second best team. It happens. TSM actually looked great with Manny, which is, it's so weird. They picked up Manny, and they got really fucking good. But, so after the event, apparently, Trippy and Penguin started to discuss roster stuff. And they asked Falcated, hey, how would you feel about us getting rid of Donnie, or aka Suppressed? And Falcated went to Suppressed and just kind of told him what was going on, being honest with him, like, hey, they're thinking about this. They asked me. So, hey, don't be like, oh, holy shit, you're dropping me. Be like, okay, I get it. They wanted to just be kind of, he wanted to be honest with him. So what happened is then after that, during this time, it was APG was streaming, and Stellar was talking his stuff about the roster and saying stuff about Lucid and blah, blah, blah. And then Suppress came in and was talking stuff about Trippy, like basically he was backstabbed and blah, blah, blah. And saying all this stuff. And Trippy replied with that, until you met and played with me, you did not kiss a grand finals. Now, was it probably the nicest thing to say? No. Is it entirely wrong? No. I'm just being honest. I think Suppressed is a fantastic player. But, and then Suppressed responded with, if it wasn't for playing with Formal last year, you would have been a top 6. Which, let's be real, Formal did not carry the roster. That narrative, I still think irks me. Because Formal, fantastic. One of the best players on the planet. He did not carry that team. Because if you want to be honest, Penguin / Dead Zone was the most consistent player on the roster. And I stand by that. I think Penguin was I just shook my whole monitor. Fuck. Penguin was the most consistent player on Optic last year. Hands down. Dude was playing ill out of his mind. Like, he was sick as fuck at London and was still putting up numbers. Now, I get it. Formal had times where he had the big flashy plays and it was fucking amazing. Yeah, Trippy wasn't amazing last year. But he wasn't fucking god-awful like how Suppressed was making him sound. Now, I get it. You're mad. They wanted to drop you. But, dog, trying to say that he got backpacked is fucking insane. I get it. You both were fucking saying stuff and blah, blah, blah. But, dude, roster shit happens. Fuck. So then, after all that shit happens, Snakebite makes a tweet about saying, like, I need some time to reflect on stuff, blah, blah, blah. Kind of hinting at maybe retirement. Which, I get it. Also, gotta respect Lottie. Fucking going to war for her, man. Telling people to, and I quote, shut the fuck up. You know what? I loved it. Shit was awesome to read. That tweet, 10 out of 10. But, it was like a day or so goes by. And it's basically confirmed on APG stream that it was kind of from like Ronnie Intel as well, but like some of the stuff was still kind of going back and forth. So he was doing a report, and it was kind of like APG was doing another. It was kind of going back and forth. So then after that, it's basically confirmed that SSG is picking up Suppressed and Falcated. And FaZe is picking up Lucid and Snakebite. So they basically just did a 2-player for 2-player trade. And that's pretty much the roster change. So that after that, let me see if I can pull up some of the stuff. Because I screenshotted something. See if I can pull it up. And then yesterday, and then there was a report that Wutum was going to go to an NA team, and the team was reported to be Genji because Common and Breaking Shot were dropped from Genji. And people were thinking Genji is going to make a move to try to get a certain player. And the player was Wutum. But according to reports, when Genji asked about Wutum, Nemesis told them, you better back up the fucking Brinks truck. You don't have the money. We'll just tell you that. His price tag, more than what you want to spend. So, as of right now, that might be... What the fuck is loading? That might be completely done. But as of today, Bastos was signed by Z10. If you don't know, Bastos has, for the last few years, played for... I'll just pull up the roster. For BH3. Bastos, by the way, like, these numbers don't look good. Just note, he played Optic. Bastos probably is the best player on, or was the best player on BH3. BH3 is not a shit team. Now, yes, in this, it's going to look like they got absolutely shit stomped because, well, they kind of did a little. But, this is Optic. They're the third best team in Europe. It's Nemesis, Z10, then BH3. BH3 has always put up pretty decent numbers against the other top two, like how last year it was Quadrant and ITB, aka ITB, now the new Team Nemesis after their old owner was an absolute fucking piece of shit. And then the year before that, it was always Quadrant, Navi, and then year one you had like Ascend and a few other rosters. But like, Bastos, great. Can I pull up his actual just numbers? Because Bastos is good. Bastos was picked up by, like, on this BH3 roster, pretty much number one in everything. Bastos, good player. Was just picked up by, according to a page on Twitter, he was picked up by Z10. Which means, A, the Wutum stuff is true, and an NA team picked him up, which then means Nemesis poached someone from Z10, could be Mighties, could be Chick, could be Sika. I don't think it was Jimbo. I love Jimbo, probably wasn't Jimbo. Option 2 is Jimbo retired, is stepping down, may do something with the org, maybe, with Z10, maybe coach or do something with the team. And they needed to pick up a player, and the next best player in EU is Bastos. And Bastos is now on BH... It's not on BH3 anymore. It is now on Z10. Or Zero Tenacity. Which... Good. I think if the whole... Either way, I still think this is a pretty solid move. I know a lot of people will be like, oh, part of the third best team. These numbers ain't bad. Like, I understand, like... You're seeing a lot of L's, but, like, he's not a bad player. I think he just needs the right... I think he is a nice support player, a nice glue guy. I don't think he's going to maybe wow you with his stats, but not every player, I think, has to wow you with his stats. Like, these are scrim numbers, by the way. If we go to LAN stats for this year, let me see. Still fucking good, by the way. Like, yeah, he got they had a rough. Like, this isn't a bad stat line for a flag game against a pretty decent Gen G roster at DreamHack. Like, they won this Slayer. He had 13 and 9 assists. This is not a bad stat line. This is a fucking great stat line. So, long story short, don't try to sleep on Bastos. Bastos is good. And I know when you're going to click on this video, you're going to be like, why the fuck is he talking about Bastos of all people? Hey, I love Halo. This took precedence over me watching StarCraft. I have my own gripes about that tourney at DreamHack. It pissed me off. Not the play. It was more of how I think DreamHack kind of handled it. But that's just me. But we can try to go back. So yes. So now Bastos is now on Z10. Still not sure about the whole Nemesis Wutum thing. But yesterday, Complexity, or now, I don't fucking even know what this roster is now. Because I just saw a thing on Reddit, which I take with the most grain of salt of all time, because it's Reddit, saying that Sparty might not be on the team. But as of last night, he was. So, Avicii or Avusi apparently dipped off the team, said, I'm out. And Mental sent him like a voice memo about some of the stuff that was happening with the team before and everything, and about the whole stuff with Precision, and then Huss about how the duo kind of weren't really friends anymore, and then they kind of were fed up with Precision's, they'd say, like, work ethic, a lack of wanting to try, how I think Sparty said in his really long tweet, which is he's done a business, I won't lie. But like I said, nobody knows the full story outside of maybe the players. Let's be real. But according to Sparty, he would just play for Scrim and stuff like that, and then he'd get off and play like Valorant and shit, and just whatever. So then there's that. So Avusi dipped off the team. And according to APG, is joining Cloud9. Now, APG didn't say what the fourth was. They just said it was Septify, Sab, Avusi, and my thing is I think Lethal is staying and Boo Boo's gone. But who knows? Either way, the team is decent. But then this Complexity roster is completely up in the fucking air. So as of this moment, Complexity is Cherished, Mental, which fucking hate this gamer tag with a burning passion, by the way. Hate the way he did this fucking gamer tag. But it's Cherished, Mental, Sparty. That is Complexity at the moment. If I certainly know for 100% fact, if Lethal got dropped from C9, I'm pretty sure Lethal might kill himself before joining Complexity, which means he would not want to play with fucking Sparty again, because who knows, maybe they squash their beef. But that all happened yesterday. Where's the fucking stuff I screenshotted? So yes, according to APG stream, Cull or Complexity now is Sparty, Cherished, Avicii or Avusi, dipped. Cloud9 is Sab, Septify, Avusi. Maybe another one will be announced today. With my luck, it will be announced the second I get done recording this. Gen G is Ryan, or Ryan Noob, King Nick, Wutum, which was shot down, So, but the stuff today with Bastos maybe could hint at he was. Or, my thing is maybe Cloud9 swoops in and just says, you know what? Let's finally put down some money on a roster. Wootum, welcome to the States. Who knows? Maybe Complexity starts to put some money down and say, you know what? We're going to get a fucking big moneyed player. Outside of Mental and Sparty, of course. Wootum, welcome to the States. Apparently, Gen G were told, fucking, fuck you, we're hanging up, dog. Which, I get it. You don't want to get rid of a player like Wootum. Especially not for the right price. Completely understandable. Look at Navi when it came to Munacy in CS. What was it? Like G2 got him for like, what was it, like 300k or something, and he's now like a multi-million-dollar player. Now on Falcons. But that's a whole different thing. Omit, no roster officially at the moment. Collect, free agent. Mortally, free agent. Ezo, Huss. Anything Omit, fucking wiped. Apparently, new orc coming to Halo. Never been in the HCS before, represented at EWC, and has won another esports. My mind goes to Falcons. Personally, I fucking really don't. I really don't want it to be Falcons. Really don't. And phase event, I don't know, we'll find out at some time this century. But, according to the free agent list to APG, a lot of the stuff is coming directly from APG because the dude has become, since becoming a content creator, he is basically the, roster mania guy. So, free agents, or at least notable ones, is Collect, Barcode, and he did put in parentheses, if Visa is still good, Mortally, Suspector, which the whole, what team was it? Ascending Baseline, it seems like kind of blew up. Like, they're all pretty much done. And he listed Ice Kid, who I've seen his name pop up a little lately. Seems to be pretty decent, actually. But, yeah. So the whole, there's been drama. There doesn't seem like, maybe there was some drama today. I don't fucking know. I know if I go to teams, a lot of these teams are, is this updated? I'm actually very fucking curious. This is not updated. They have not updated it because nothing's been official. I wonder, did Z10 update it with Bastos? Not yet. So, Halo Data Hive doesn't have everything really updated yet, which, understandable. Nothing's been fully announced officially. But yeah, that's what's been going on. Stuff's been going down. I think scrims are supposed to start up like today or tomorrow? I'm pretty sure scrims are supposed to start up like any day now, if not like today or tomorrow. Like I said, like real soon. Hey, what's up, Silver Fox? But yeah, like it is, could be really fun. And then there was the, was it this past weekend, was the 5K? Which I think a lot of the complexity stuff and everything happened after the Cloud9 5K thing. So all of that kind of fucking happened. It's been all, like I said, a lot of the roster stuff has been out of whack. Yes, like, he is not on there anymore. This team, I don't think exists anymore. Don't take my word as gospel, but I don't think this team exists anymore. I don't know about the Kraken roster. Like I said, some of the stuff isn't fully out there yet. Like, this could change any minute now. Who knows? I forgot Ice Kid played on Unreal Nightmare with Super CC in them, which, like I said, I've seen some. He's a free agent. I think this roster, the Unreal Nightmare team, is no more. I think Forsaken's still around. I don't think this Ascending, like I said, I don't think this Ascending baseline roster is a thing anymore. So, yeah. Oh, but yeah, the whole precision shit, apparently the original option that I heard was Phase was going to be Trippy, Penguin, Lucid, Precision. But that deal fell through apparently, and then it became Snakebite. And I know Piggy made a tweet saying, my time with Precision playing with him has been good. He's had a good work ethic so far. And who knows, maybe Precision getting dropped from Complexity kind of lit a fire under his ass, maybe? Who knows? Like I said, I'm not the one to put words in other people's mouths. I'm just assuming. I don't have all the information. So, yes. Just saying. I fucking hate this game. God, Mental, why did you change it? But, yeah, like, nothing's been fully official. According to APG, oh, these are the official teams. Who the fuck knows? People were saying right at the beginning of the offseason that the Shopify roster with Lucid and Trippy were a fucking done deal. And you saw how that ended. It wasn't. It was not a done deal. So, yeah. Like I said, who knows? That's not even the official dates. We don't even know when the fucking Phase thing is. Let's be real. They'll announce it like 10 seconds before the event actually goes live. Like, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. But yeah, roster. Fucking roster bullshit 24/7 lately. It has been an absolute shit show when it comes to this stuff because, like I said, some of the stuff has been Fallout, some of it's been a fucking mess. Like, these are old scrims, by the way. There are, like I said, I think scrims are supposed to start up like today or tomorrow. So, in some of the scrims, you might start seeing fill-in players. Like, we may see what Complexity looks like soon, what the official Phase team might look like, what Cloud9's going to look like. Who knows, maybe if a move was done with Z10, maybe they scrim. Maybe we'll see if Wutum's in the States. We'll see who are the other two for Gen G. We may see soon what this new org is that's supposed to be coming into the scene. Like I said, I really fucking hope it's not Falcons. Nothing against the actual org. My issue is I just don't like that Falcons is in every goddamn esport. And like I said, I'm not going to get political with it. I just have an issue with a lot of the way some of the Saudi teams and their money. But like I said, I'm not going to get political. It rubs me the wrong way a little. But that is just me. But yeah, Envy looked fantastic at DreamHack. They got top 6, but like one or two different things. Like this series right here, holy shit! The Slayer. Where can I? Is this the Slayer? Where they won by? I think this was the Slayer. Yes, this was the Slayer. This game goes differently. MV plays Phase for Grand Finals. They get top 3. Insane to think. This game didn't even go to 50. This literally, like I said, this goes different by, say, 1 or 2 engagements, this is a completely different series, and they win. Envy has I genuinely believe. Now, FaZe played amazing at DreamHack. But I actually think if Envy wins this Slayer, because I think this was basically the one that kind of pretty much sealed the series, I think. If I remember, if I'm correct, like, this was kind of the one that sealed the fucking series. Oh, yeah, this was map 5. Like, this sealed the series. They win this. MV wins this right here. I genuinely think the way that they play, they had a chance of making a grand finals. Now, team didn't separate. The team is still together, which I think was the smart move. Because I do think Precision is fantastic. Like I said, you can believe what you want from this player and that player about how he acts. I look at how they play in game, and Precision is unfucking believable. But yeah, this came down to the wire. 1 engagement difference. MV is your winner. And they have a chance of getting to the grand finals because TSM kind of got picked apart by fucking FaZe. Now, to be fair, both these teams play relatively similar. They're very fast-paced rosters, and they all can get some kills, like Druck. Tolic played fucking great. This is an insane stat line for Manny. This is insane. 16 assists. This dude did, like, he took more damage than damage taken, but this, like, look past this. This is ridiculous. This is a fucking insane game. Like, 16 assists is ridiculous. So good. So good. Like I said, this whole series was a bloodbath. And then if you go to... Jesus Christ, my voice just about died. Holy shit. But, where's the FaZe? Where is it? FaZe. FaZe TSM, yeah, like, this was it. The winners finals. Are you gonna load? Come on, Halo Data Hive, you can do it. Thank you. This was pretty much a fucking shit stomp. Like, they didn't have a fucking chance. Now, is TSM still good? Yes. They played great. And then, like I said, they kind of got shafted by they played FaZe in winners finals, dropped down the losers to then play Optic. You kind of had a fucking... kind of got batted around by 2 really damn good teams. Now, TSM, as of right now, are sticking together. Of course, this FaZe team is pretty much... like, the only 2 that are left is Penguin and Trippy. But, like I said, it's pretty much confirmed that it's Trippy, Penguin, Lucid, and Snakebite, which, by the way, fucking good team, by the way. If they can click 3/4 of the Optic team last year, and you saw how pretty good the Optic team was last year. Now, yes, they didn't win an event. They got second every fucking event. But they were good. And it's like, you look at, example, like Penguin's numbers. Dude is just consistent. Like the second least amount of deaths in the whole series. Pretty much, like, had the most slays. Like, he is just... there's a reason why he is the most consistent player in Halo Infinite since release. There's a reason why he has never gotten below top 3. He's that fucking good. There's a reason why. He's the most consistent player in Halo Infinite. Hands down. It's just how it is. He is that good. And who knows, maybe this new FaZe team is even better than this team. Maybe they win an event. Maybe they are the team that people were like, oh, they're kind of third fiddle. No, dude. They are them. They are fucking good. Also, Royal One back coaching FaZe. Tusk couldn't make it to the first event, I think for some reason. And then he was dropped. And Royal One came in. And apparently, according to something I heard, I forget where, Tusk is still coaching. I don't know what team. Nothing's been really said. Yeah. Ooh. That's pretty much kind of the TLDR, the rundown of some of the stuff from DreamHack. A lot of the roster stuff. Of course, there's going to be more stuff to come out. Like I said, knowing my luck, I will literally release this, and more roster shit will come out like right after. If not, let me scroll through Twitter real quick. Fuck it, we'll do it right now. My luck, it'll be the first fucking thing that pops up. It'll be some sort of beef. Okay. Doesn't seem like anything. APG is streaming with Maniac, though. But as of right now, there has been nothing. So yeah. But I'll do a quick little thing of my issue with DreamHack for StarCraft 2 was there was no in-person commentators. Are you fucking serious? You couldn't have flown out, dude. You couldn't have flown out anybody, even like in the U.S. Like, hell, you could have asked, I don't know, fucking Up a Tree. Like, any of the people, just to fucking, even if it's not even great commentary, even if it's just them fucking goofing around the whole time. Really? You couldn't? What? Like, if I am correct, maybe I am wrong. Doesn't Zombie Grub live in the States? Like I said, you can tell me if I'm wrong. You couldn't have flown her out? You couldn't have gotten anybody to do commentary for StarCraft? Except for, like, it was, okay, I've worded that wrong. Like, not in-person commentary? I understand, stage wasn't massive. But are you fucking serious? I almost didn't even want to watch any of it. It pissed me off. And they, like, fucked up some of the production where, like, some of the early series were just completely, like, cut halfway through. Like, are you fucking... Ugh! Like, really? But... Oh. ASL ended. Sulky. I don't know if I talked about this. I forget. Sulky is your 4-time ASL champion. Back to back to back to back. Now, Flash, supposed to play next season. We'll see. Best, dude is fucking phenomenal, dude. I love Best. I just wish he played a little bit better in the grand finals. He didn't play bad. He played pretty fucking good. But when you play Sulky, you pretty much have to be perfect from start to finish. If you're not, you're fucked. And Sulky is Sulky. He is... I know people are going to be like, Flash isn't playing, his accomplishments aren't... Shut the fuck up. He is the only player in StarCraft Brood War history to win 4 Star Leagues in a row. Insane. Fucking insane. Nobody else has done it. Flash never has done it. And Flash is like fucking StarCraft God Messiah himself. Like, dude walks on water when it comes to StarCraft. He is the godfather of StarCraft. Flash is him. Flash never even did that. Fucking Jadon back in the day never did that. Slayer's Boxer never did that. None of these players had done it except for Sulky. And now I understand people are going to, like I said, everyone's gripe is going to be Flash isn't playing. Flash isn't playing. This player didn't qualify. That player didn't qualify. Oh, it's this and that. When is the bourgeois status going to be put on fucking Sulky? The dude is pretty much an era of StarCraft at this point. Especially for Brood War. For StarCraft 1. We are in the Sulky era. 4 Star Leagues in a row is unheard of. If he wins 5 in a row, you can't say anything. Even if Flash plays next season and Sulky beats him and Sulky just continues to look like the best player on the fucking planet, you can't say anything anymore. You can't say anything anymore. He's the best in the world. It is just as simple as that. The best in the world, and nobody is better than Sulky at the moment. Now, like I said, I hope Flash plays next season. But, who knows? Maybe Flash doesn't. But if he does, and he still loses to Sulky, when people are going to literally froth at the mouth to say anything good about fucking Flash, I'm pretty sure they might start fucking licking the floor where every time he steps, dude. Like, Flash comes back, it's going to be fucking... people will lose it. Now, we could pivot to StarCraft 2 for a few. Not gonna lie, GSL, haven't really watched any of this. Now it's Season 2. I just don't like that it's really fucking quick. Like, they are breezing through it. Like, I think this week is the round of 8. And Grand Finals this fucking week? Insane. I'm just like... It was like when ASL was going on and the Season 1 for leading into EWC for GSL, it was a lot to keep up with. And now people are going to be like, well, you can keep up now. Dude, I just don't like that so fast. I don't like that it was delayed so much that they just kind of are like, well, we're fitting like 2 seasons in like a month and a half, like 5-6 weeks time. 2 seasons. Those 2 players qualified for EWC. Maru qualified. Cyril qualified, of course. Clem, well, he didn't need to qualify. He won fucking EWC. I just don't like that all the stuff for StarCraft 2 is just like boom, 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 boom. Like, I feel like to a point, there's not a lot of time to digest it. I do kind of wish for DreamHack. They did what, like I said, EWC, they had each series in a VOD you could click on and watch. I wish they really did that for DreamHack. So it was just, you click on, say, Hearthstone and Estrella played. I just threw players out there. You could click on the VOD, watch that. I think that would be fun. I think that would be a lot better. You can choose what series you want to watch, and it's easier to digest. It's easier to go back. Like, you could hear, say, I don't know, Trigger did a did a fucking crazy build with, say, like, disruptors. You could specifically click on the VOD to watch it. They did it all, though, for DreamHack, just in one long stream, and didn't do anything else with it. It sucks that they did it like that. But that is my rant about the way StarCraft 2 was handled at DreamHack and everything and all that. But that is it for today's episode. For the episode. Like and subscribe for more. Let me know how you feel about all the roster stuff when it comes to Halo. Let me know how you feel about Sulky being pretty much in that bourgeois, one of the best of all time, kind of. He's starting to get there, dog. Like, he pretty much is there. Let me know your opinions on StarCraft 2, EWC, how you feel about all the stuff being pretty much crammed back to back. And, like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.